which is why I like to play opposite gals like Hedy Lamarr.
The Spud Goodman Show.
Greetings, I'm Spud Goodman, your host. But before we get going here, I must inform you, tonight's program is not going to be a pretty sight. With the exception of our musical guest, the lovely Tanya Donnelly, it's flat out grotesque. For your viewing pleasure, I bring you the world's Pigs Feed Eating Championships, held in Freedom Valley, Idaho. It's clearly must-see TV, let me tell you. And oh yeah, I also spent a few precious moments with the one, the only, Donald, the Art of Trump. So stay tuned, but remember, you've been warned.
It's no contest. On Sparky Goodman's babe scale, Cindy Crawford is attractive, but she couldn't carry Vendela's thong.
I beg to differ with you, Sparky. Vendela's cute, but it's Elle McPherson in a cakewalk.
Jerry here votes for Shannon Tweed. Sure, she's no spring chicken, but what a looker.
You guys are pathetic. It's a good thing you're not in a position of power to do some real damage. You know, evaluating talent is a God-given gift.
Oh, I'm sorry, Samuel, but I don't use that brand.
But we carry only the best state-of-the-art cosmetics.
What can I say? I'm just not interested.
But why? Did I mention that none of our products are tested on animals? Off the record, I did hear that they try out mascara on polar bears. But Sheila, my area coordinator, says that they like putting on mascara for special occasions.
No, but thanks for asking.
But it's hypoallergenic! Whatever the hell that means.
So is this what your show has stooped to? Interviewing the guy that practically invented the slogan, "He who dies with the most toys wins"?
Donald Trump made up that one?
It doesn't matter. Spud, there was once a time when I ascribed to this guy's message. Back when I was about 3 or 4, my colleague, my sister, and I would race to the Christmas tree to see who got the best stuff.
It became very competitive.
Well, who usually won?
You're missing the point, Spud. Material possessions are not important. They are nothing but symbols of capitalism, the tools of greed.
Well, maybe. But you do have to admit, it's a heck of a lot more fun getting a brand new dentist Barbie than some homemade piece of junk.
Well, okay. Maybe I wouldn't mind a dentist Barbie, but that's not...
Look, I know the Donald is a total carnivore and eats people like me for snacks, but we really need a guest this week, and his people are giving me like 54 seconds, so it'll be like the quickest interview in my career.
Why don't you ask him if it's true he only dates women? With mine, it's 2% body fat.
Hey, I am late for the interview as it is right now. I will see you again next week.
The next thing you know, he'll be putting Tony Robbins on his show.
What a sellout.
Donald Trump and musical guest Tanya Donnelly right after these messages.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
That should be fun. I think I'll try that.
I'll make this short and sweet, sort of like the interview itself. Coming up next is the author of the book, The Art of the Comeback, Mr. Donald Trump. What he actually does for a living, I still don't know, because I never had the chance to ask. Check it out.
All right, Mr. Trump, can I call you Donald or...
Call me whatever you want, as long as you sell my book.
There you go. Anyway, buy the book. The book is The Art of the Comeback, published by Random House. There we have it. All right, I'm done with the plug. Gotta ask you, though, what was the motivation to write this thing? God knows you're busy enough. Did you, crank it out on weekends or in spare time or what?
It's just something Random House really wanted me to do. I've done 2 books, and they've both been #1 bestsellers, and so I did this one. It's Pepto-Bismol. That's good stuff.
Yes, it is. It gets you through the night. Hey, as a successful businessman, is there any truth to the adage, nice guys finish last? Because that's always been my rationalization as I guess I'm the bottom feeder in TV hell. What do you think? Do nice guys always finish finish last?
Not necessarily. I think a lot of nice guys finish first, but generally speaking, they do finish last. It's sad but true.
That is for the record. We have that on tape. Is there any genetic connection to becoming a successful businessman? I mean, can a son from a total loser father ever make it? Because we're talking about my dad who blew my college fund at the track on one afternoon on a 30-to-1 shot. I mean, is it possible to get beyond the genetics in a family?
I think it is. I think it really is, and I think you're a good case because from what I see, you're doing terrifically well.
Well, thank you very much.
But most importantly, have a good time because I have to get running. I got 400 people waiting online.
I'm picking up a vibe that Donald here is not exactly excited to be on my show. I mean, I suppose I shouldn't rain on his parade and tell him I only counted 7 people waiting in line to get his book autographed. And I don't want to get technical, but I don't think a miniature poodle counts, so make that 6.
Give me one more question. Go ahead.
All right, super. How important is a good woman behind a guy becoming successful? Because I have a girlfriend. And
probably the most important thing.
It is?
Nothing like a good woman.
All right. Last question. What's been your most memorable moment to this point as Donald Trump? What do you think?
Just having a lot of fun and being Donald Trump. I've just had a great time and maybe meeting you.
Well, I like to think that.
I should probably let this guy go now. I mean, his people are making wild, violent gestures at me, but I can't before I ask my trademark question. I mean, what's another 14 seconds out of the guy's life?
Long-term goals, president, king, I mean, you can do anything.
Just want to keep it going. Have a good time.
Thank
nice
you
seeing
very
you,
much.
my friend. Be good.
All right.
I guess I'll have to wait to the next book tour, like for The Art of Alimony, to check out prenuptial agreements.
Now a veteran of the music biz, tonight's guest prior bands include Throwing Muses, The Breeders, and Belly. Nowadays, she has a solo career, and here she is with a tune from her CD Love Songs for Underdogs, Tanya Donnelly.
Okay.
Stare out the wall like it's a window. And hold your side
exclusive coverage of the World's Pickled Pig's Feet Eating Championship in just a moment.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
You can get plastic plants too if you want.
Look, I don't want to do it. It's that simple.
I suggest you consider the consequences, such as breach of contract. I've read yours, and it clearly states that you are required to complete all segments assigned to you by the producer.
Contract. What does he think I am, stupid?
Well, probably, but I advise maybe you deal with this one just a little bit differently. Of course, Larson wants you to throw a tantrum and quit. That solves all his problems, but you can't make it that easy for him.
But having to go to Freedom Valley, Idaho to cover the World Pig's Feet Eating Championship? I mean, geez, I maybe would have considered that assignment when I first got started, but I've been on TV for 12 years.
I say you call his bluff. Then he's got to show the damn thing. And a pig's feet eating championship is not necessarily a ratings bonanza.
He really does think I'm going to quit. That's basically it, doesn't he? He thinks I'm going to up and quit here, right?
It's obvious, isn't it?
So if I go, it'll really mess him up, right?
He'll spout a new blowhole.
Well, maybe I won't mind it in Idaho. Maybe it won't be so bad. I'm in.
Mr. Goodman, a word to the wise. You know I'll watch your back while we're there. But if you decide to drive your car to this thing, take off that visualized world peace bumper sticker.
Now that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. You must be kidding. Katie Couric over Jane Pauley?
Well, I'm sort of partial to Connie Chung. I think she's flat out sexy.
Connie is certainly cute, but she can't hold a candle to Elizabeth Vargas. At least that's my opinion. Jerry here feels very strongly that Cokie Roberts is the #1 mega babe on TV. We don't see eye to eye on this.
Cokie Roberts?
Welcome to Freedom Valley, Idaho, and its annual Pig's Feet Eating Championship. Yeah, I know it's disgusting, and you might want to ask, why are you here? Well, I am here because I go where I'm told. I guess I should introduce you guys. You are the finalists, is that correct?
Actually, Spud, we're the only ones left in the contest. Yeah, my neighbor Chuck wimped out in the semifinals. He can only keep down about 75 or so. What a wuss.
Hey, do you think you guys could, put on a spit shield or something? I'm not into doing interviews with flying gristle.
Spud, I don't think that's a possibility right now, if I can speak for my fellow competitors. Hey, can I have some more pig's feet here? The next round's going to start in a minute or two. All right.
Your name's John, correct? And you're the defending champion of this thing. Obviously, you're good at what you do, but why the hell would you stuff slimy globules of flesh down your gullet?
Say, man, do you mind? I'm trying to get psyched up for the finals here. I don't need you telling me how gross pig's feet are. Hey, my wife feels the same way you do, Spooge. She won't let me come near her unless I gargle for a couple of days or go get my teeth cleaned.
It's Spud, not Spooge.
Spud, after these many years of competition, there isn't a day that goes by where I don't crave a jar of pig's feet. And you can never forget the juice, the true nectar of the gods.
Damn, that must be worse than bong water, man. You get bonus points for swallowing that stuff?
Strictly a personal taste call with the juice, Spud. Man, I dig it. Especially in the morning, chilled.
Man, my stomach's doing a 7.2 on the Richter scale right now. I think I've seen enough.
You mean you're not going to video the finals? No way, man. I thought we were going to be on Entertainment Tonight. Spud, not everyone has a God-given talent for this. Does anyone ask why a football player risks life and limb stepping out on the football field? Or why a mountain climber risks sub-freezing temperatures? That's all in the pursuit of excellence, Spud. Nothing that is meaningful is completely risk-free.
Man, these brine vapors are just searing my eyes. I gotta get out of here.
Time to purge. Nice to meet you, Spud.
Yeah.
A visit from Poetry Man when we return.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Besides being a fine gentleman, isn't he a great accordion player?
The IRS. The IRS is not a friend of mine. In 1979, they said my return was way out of line, like writing off my vacation to Liechtenstein, or my purchase of 24 cases of Boone's Farm wine. No recourse but to sit and pine. The IRS is not a friend of mine, and if I get audited again this year, I'm going to be mad as hell. But if I don't, please disregard.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Well, but it was disgusting.
Yeah, but no more than those animals attack specials.
How could you actually send Spud out to cover something like the Pig's Feet Eating Championships? I mean, you said he would never go. He could have been hurt or something.
Oh, come on. The little wimp is a whiner. Okay, I didn't think he would actually go, and no way did I think we would put something like that on the air.
Forcing Spud to quit is one thing, but inflicting cruel and unusual punishment on him, well, just isn't nice. I mean, sure, I want my own show and everything, but...
are the maternal instincts taking over? Taking care of little Spud, huh? I thought you said he was an annoying little dweeb.
Well, he is, but I mean...
Hey, maybe you just need to let me do my job and don't worry your pretty little head about the details.
But I don't think...
Hey, how about we go over to my cousin's mobile home? He's supposed to be gone till next week.
I told Spud I would go bowling with him tonight.
What time?
In an hour or so.
Well, just enough time for a romantic interlude at the mobile home, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
If we're going to break this down into specific subgroups, I can see your point on Estelle Getty, but she's not in B. Arthur's class.
Well, I beg to differ with you. I think it's Betty White in a landslide.
How about Rue McClanahan? Have a clue. Listen, you wouldn't know a real babe if she was sitting in your lap. When was the last time you two were even in the company of a live, breathing woman?
Both Jerry and I feel that remark is a little below the belt.
Yeah, Sparky, you have to go start getting nasty on us.
Oh, so the truth hurts, huh?
I realize that you have never used our products before.
Samuel, no offense, but I'm just not in need of any cosmetics right now.
But have you ever pampered yourself with the finest moisturizers on the market today? How about a bottle of our soothing sea salt bubble bath?
Nah, I used to take bubble baths, but these days I just don't have time.
Okay, but have you ever experienced the tingling sensation of our algae-based facial mask?
Samuel, no, listen to me. I'm just not interested.
Then I guess I can forget about the Cadillac, huh?
You know, Tina, I thought these things were like really gross and disgusting, but after a couple bottles, they don't taste that bad. They're kind of addictive. You want to try one?
Oh, God, I'd rather have my fingernails pulled out. Spud, if you eat that hoof, I'll never get near you again.
Okay, fine, chill.
Look at him.